Thank you, James. Hello everyone. My name is Nishit Pancholi. I'm the co-founder of Jointechlabs, a regenerative medicine solutions company. We provide FDA-cleared technology that empowers natural therapies using regenerative stem cells to eliminate pain and suffering. Body fat is an excellent source of stem cells. What is allowed under the FDA guidelines is processing of this lipoaspirate or body fat down to the level of injectable microfat, a rich fraction of the stem cells preserved in their native niche. This microfat can be used for a variety of personalized regenerative medicine procedures that have several clinical applications. There are several life-enhancing, minimally invasive procedures that can be done using microfat. I'm sure each one of us has seen, family and friends suffer from joint problems, chronic non-healing ulcers, or the use of synthetic materials for a lot of aesthetic and reconstructive procedures. The world is aging. We will double our aging population to 1.5 billion by 2050, so there'll be more and more degenerative problems. All of these and more can be addressed by using autologous, which means your own body cells, not only to eliminate pain and suffering, but also to make and feel much better without any side effects. So what is the bottleneck? We cannot empower such regenerative procedures at this moment as a standard of care because of its lack to be done at the point of care. Currently available options are either to build a lab in every doctor's office, which is impractical, or to use certain complicated, expensive devices that often need a procedure room to operate. Therefore, this restricts the ability of such regenerative medicine procedures to less than 10% of what can be done otherwise. The Jointechlabs solution for this problem is a range of patented, portable, affordable medical devices for the US and worldwide market. For the US market, we have an FDA-cleared portable disposable medical device called as MiniTC that isolates microfat at the point of care, which is already being used in a lot of orthopedic, sports medicine, aesthetic, and reconstructive procedures. For the worldwide market, we have a portable, affordable system called as MiniStem system, which is essentially a dual-function device. It does everything what MiniTC does, so isolates microfat, but also because of the regulatory structure around the world, we can also isolate a pure stem cell version using MiniStem, and that will be available in EU and rest of the world. We have a very aggressive patent strategy with 10+ patents granted in the US and worldwide, several pending patents and PCTs across the globe, and everything belongs to Jointechlabs. Now, the FDA clearance that we have is actually pretty broad, but we're choosing to focus on 4 primary target markets, which is aesthetic and reconstructive surgery with a regenerative medicine TAM of about $6 billion, orthobiologics, or the use of biological treatments for orthopedic and sports medicine conditions, which has a TAM of about $5 billion, and of course, wound healing with a regenerative component of $5 billion. So this is the basic competition in the United States. The product called LipoGems, introduced about 4 years back. A very cumbersome, expensive device. Somebody needs to shake the device for about 45 minutes. So all in all, we come in with much better pricing, affordability, as well as the ease of use. This is the rest of the world landscape, where there are a couple of devices that deal only with SVF. They don't do microfat. So essentially, there is no product in the world that does both microfat and stem cell version, which is the SVF, and we are the only ones in the world. So in summarizing the qualities that we have, it's a portable, standardized device. We can do both microfat and stem cell depending on the regulatory structure of each country. There is no capital cost, and we can use this device as a platform for individual therapies, which I'll explain. We keep our cost of production low, and our margins are more than 70% on both the devices. And we have already in the commercial phase in the United States with revenues since late last year. We do produce or manufacture in the US, and we have a scalable production capability. We are already working with several US and worldwide distributors. We are about entering out licensing deals, and we'll keep growing across the globe. So all in all, we have an FDA clearance. We're already a commercial company in the United States generating revenue, and we are growing across the globe with CE Mark and other regulatory approvals coming next year. I want to just shift focus a bit where I want to explain how we will become an ecosystem of regenerative medicine therapeutics. So on the left is what you see, what's available today and already commercialized. It's the existing devices. But what we are also doing is building pipeline therapeutic products or biologics using our device as a platform. Our first therapeutic that we have been working on since the past 3 years is osteoarthritis critical therapy, which combines the stem cells from our device at the point of care with a hydrogel. And we already have done preclinical studies using NIH funding, and we are waiting for a pending phase 2 approval for NIH clinical studies, which should go through a FDA fast track program called as RMAT, which is specific to regenerative medicine. Our second clinical therapeutic product using our devices as a platform is for wounds, where we use a cool 3D bioprinting technology, where again we combine the cells from our devices and use a biopolymer and 3D print on site to create a wound patch. We have done some preclinical studies at renowned institutions in US and worldwide. We have an efficient team of professionals. Dr. Nathan Katz is my co-founder. He's the CEO, more than 30 years of experience in the stem cell and biotechnology space. I have a background in medicine, and we have a great team around regulatory, quality, marketing, and sales. We do work with renowned experts across the globe in the business, clinical, and scientific space. This is just a general timeline flow from where we got the FDA clearance. We established US-based manufacturing, our quality management system. We launched commercial sales late last year. We already are an ISO certified company. We are going, as I said, for EU expansion under CE mark, which we should get by Q1 of 2023, and also expanding to other geographies across the world. So all in about the next 2 to 3 years, we'll be omnipresent across the globe with our devices, slowly but surely developing the clinical therapeutic platforms that I mentioned. We do project the revenues to hit about $50 million within the next 4 to 5 years with our existing devices, products, and also the clinical therapeutic platforms that will be introduced within the next 3 to 4 years. We have done all of what you saw in the $2 million that we have raised so far. We will be launching later this year our Series A. We do intend to raise $5 million on a $20 million valuation, primarily for US and global expansion and to lead our clinical therapy development. We will be excellent candidates. All the major medtech companies are still on the sidelines in the regenerative medicine space, watching for the best product to come out. And I think with the dual functionality of our devices and the therapeutic platform we will be excellent choices for licensing and potential acquisition by big medtech or pharma. Thank you. I hope you can join us in our journey to kind of become the best regenerative medicine company in the world, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.